has to be a one-state solution, which means that there cannot, when Hamas is talking about eliminating Israel, it's talking about not killing all of the Jews. It's about eliminating the idea.
Okay.
It's about...
Leave it there. We'll leave it there. We'll leave it there.
It's about, let me just finish, sir. Can I just finish the sentence? It's about...
They should just kind of take her word or take her judgment or take her reassurance that, they don't really want to kill you all. They just they're just doing it for kind of social justice. And, the rape and the murder and the beheadings are sort of awkward interim.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are good, guys. So we're going to be reacting to morally wicked Douglas Murray calls out commentator defending Hamas chatter. Guys, let's go right down to this.
Let's hear from an American political commentator, a woman who was the national press secretary for the Bernie Sanders 2020 presidential campaign. She was a senior politics editor at The Intercept. She's now with The Hill. So I tell you all this to show that she's not just some random nincompoop we found on Twitter, but this is supposed to be a serious commentator who here claims that Hamas just want democracy. They don't want to kill Jews. They want to create a country like America.
There has to be a one-state solution, which means that there cannot, when Hamas is talking about eliminating Israel, it's talking about not killing all of the Jews. It's about eliminating the idea.
Okay.
It's about...
Leave it there. We'll leave it there.
It's about, let me just finish, sir. Can I just finish the sentence? It's about eliminating the idea of a Jewish state, ending a Jewish state, ending an ethno-national state, and having a state more like what we have in the United States of America.
Douglas, some of her panelists were bursting out laughing at that, but again, she holds a fairly more senior position. She is not just some kid from a university campus, and to be that frightfully ignorant of Hamas and what that charter is and what they say they want to achieve. I'm not easily shocked, but I was shocked by that.
Yeah, I mean, it's shocking, really, Rita, in its ignorance, first of all, but then also in its sort of moral ignorance, because, of course, I don't know. I mean, play this any other way round. Let's say if a white man explained to Breonna, I think her name is Breonna Joy Taylor, I think it is, yes. If somebody explained, if a white man said to her, the KKK, which doesn't exist anymore, the Ku Klux Klan, don't really dislike black Americans. They just want to do blah-de-blah. She would say, how dare you? How dare you white-splain to me? How dare you mansplain to me? What do you know? And so on. But she thinks she has the knowledge about the current biggest enemy of the Jewish people. And she thinks she has not only the knowledge, but the judgment and the right to tell Jews that her version of what Hamas is correct, and that they should just kind of take her word or take her judgment or take her reassurance that, they don't really want to kill you all. They just they're just doing it for kind of social justice, and the rape and the murder and the beheadings are sort of awkward interim. This is, as I say, not just, factually ignorant. As I said, there's something morally wicked about doing that. She would accept that in no other situation of somebody to explain what a terrorist group actually seeks to do, and say, no, just trust me, just trust me, listen to me on this, not them. Don't listen to them when they say kill all the Jews. Trust me that I'm the brilliant interpreter of this group's words.
Her name's Breonna Joy Gray. I think I was so shocked by her comments there. I forgot to actually name her. Thank you for that, Douglas. Before you go, just quickly, we're seeing a fight back against the CRT, critical race theory, and diversity, equity, inclusion, the entire race-obsessed dogma. We've seen DI programs dumped or wound back at a number of universities. Even Harvard's Faculty of Arts and Sciences dropped its mandatory diversity statements. And yesterday, the New York Times published this about the man who played a big part in pushing this ideology. Ibram X. Kendi faces a reckoning of his own. The New York Times were shocked by this, appalled. But is the grift over, Douglas?
Well, the self-styled Ibram X. Kendi was an obvious con
Not his real name.
Not his real name. Was a con artist from the beginning, and anyone could see that. His work, such as it was of such a low caliber. He made his own definitions up for words, and then said if you didn't agree with him, you were the enemy. I mean, this is a man who wrote a whole book called How to Be an Anti-Racist that turned out to be, the answer was, be me, Ibram X. Kendi. Shocking, isn't it, that somebody who was so shockingly illiterate in the ways of thinking and much more should have ended up also being a horrible grifter who was given millions of dollars to set up an entity on campus at a very prestigious American university, and then suddenly the money went missing, and nothing was done with the money. I mean, it's almost like Ibram X. Kendi decided to go and set up every racial negative stereotype he could, and then enact it. It's an appalling thing. He in the name of anti-racism, he just made a lot of loot and then ran off with it and mismanaged it. And I'm glad that people have caught up with him, but just think of all of the people, all of the good people. I think of people like David Dorn, who black cop, who famously, lost his life in 2020 riots. All those black people whose names are not known and who did not make huge sums of money off this anti-racism grift, and just got on with their life, knuckled down with great members of their community, and sometimes gave their lives to their community in the name of law and order. I just can't imagine the shame that an Ibram X. Kendi should feel for making a living off a set of claims that are provably false, defaming the country he's in, defaming the country he's from, and then just running off with the cash. It's astounding.
But I think, like the founders of BLM, he may be shameless, so I don't think he'll be minding that too much. Douglas Murray, always a pleasure. Thank you for your time this evening.
So guys, the highlight of this video for me was when she made her point and her co-speaker started laughing. I would laugh harder if I was there with them. Like, you are like, she's I'm going to tag her as an ignorant person, because first of all, who are you? Second of all, who do you think you are to actually even state that? And I know it's her opinion, and I'm not trying to belittle her or anything like that, but it's crazy for her to think that Hamas is just trying to have its own country. Hamas is just, Hamas doesn't want to kill Jews or anything. Have you seen the amount of people they've killed? Like genocide. And then you come out as a commentator with that same crazy idea. Nah. You know what? Look, if I'm going to delve deeper in this, look, this lady is going to be getting a lot of black stabs, and right now, I'm not in for that because I don't want nobody dragging me. But I'm going to leave this to you guys in the comment section. You tell me what you think about this, because I would like to hear the crazy comments coming in, like I am so anticipating. Don't forget to like, subscribe to my channel. I love you guys.